I'm Dr. Jeffrey Collison of the Cornell Judaism and Medical Science. I'm thinking to myself about God aloud. I say to myself, do all my studies of Torah and Talmud greatly impact my relationship with God? My main goal in becoming a rabbi is to have great personal relationships with God through my rabbinical studies. If that won't happen, then why should I continue my studies in becoming a rabbi? I'm going to talk to my head rabbis at Cornell to see what they think. Then walks away.
This Rabbi Silberfarb, what is yours? My name is Very nice to meet you.
Jeffrey Collison! Nice to make your acquaintance.
Very nice to meet you.
I'm the one who made that question and posted it in the Cornell Daily.
Oh, about if we study Torah, Talmudic studies, how it impacts our relationship with God, right?
Bingo.
You know what I believe? I believe that when the Jewish people study Torah, our relationship with God is definitely impacted and we become more connected to God.
I believe that when Jewish people study Torah and Talmud, we are connected greatly to our forefathers, and we find ourselves today in the Torah and promises to our forefathers because it helps us strengthen our faith in Judaism and in God.
You know why I believe mine's right? Can I prove it?
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah! For what is the reason that student Collison should continue working to get his rabbinate? For behold, when our ancient forefathers followed the commandments in honor of God, their relationship was greatly impacted. For it was stated in the Torah, God gives Abraham his covenant for making the law of circumcision for him and the rest of his future nation. This is a clear proof that when we study and follow laws from the Torah, our relationship with God changes, because just for the following law, he created a covenant with Abraham. A covenant is the best way that a human can relate with God. Wait. No, sorry.
It's Mama. It's Mama.
I'm sorry, I can't do that. My second proof for my statement is also from the Torah, for it was stated, when he calls my name, aka God, the holy name to be remembered, I shall bless you. We could assume from this text that when it says to remember my name, it means that someone is studying from the Torah, because that is the most common place God's name is remembered in the Torah. And every time we study a piece of Torah with God's name in it, and he blesses us, it means that studying Torah must be a great way to connect and improve our relationships with God. My third and final proof is a rabbinical one. It is a quote from Rabbi Serota. When I have studied Torah, it has brought me closer to God when he does things I understand, and has brought me anger when he has acted in ways I don't understand. This quote from a highly authoritative rabbi proves that when studying Torah, some kind of relationship with God is created. She says that she feels anger and proximity to God when she has studied Torah, which is a sign of some kind of relationship. For these reasons, if rabbinical student Collison wants to continue studying Torah and Talmud to obtain a better relationship with God, he can assume. For these reasons, now that I'm done, it is Rabbi Fettuccini's turn to speak.
For what reason should student Collison stop his Torah and Talmudic studies here at Cornell? Just to have a better relationship with God? For behold, when God tells our forefathers that he will have a large populated nation, and then we look at that nation today, there is proof for the existence of God and Judaism. For my biblical proofs, I use two similar scenarios in the Torah. In both scenarios, God is promising either Abraham or his son Yitzchak that his future generations will be extremely numerous. When we Jews read these two promises in the Torah in today's modern world, we become very connected to our forefathers and our faith and our religion because we realize that the promises have come true, which supports our reasons to believe in Judaism. For my rabbinical proof, I quoted Rabbi Michael Harel. Studying Torah and Talmud does bring us closer to our forefathers, and because we realize how much Jews have gone through and that we all have a common history, that brings us closer together and helps us realize our identity. This quote proves from a rabbinical scholar that when she studies, she realizes her identity and becomes closer to her forefathers as well, just as I proved in the first two biblical proofs from the Torah. For these reasons, this is why a student college should not continue his studies, merely to have a better relationship with God, but to connect with his forefathers and his religion.
No offense, Rabbi Fettuccini, but you suck. You're wrong.
Offense.
You suck.
I hope offense to you. You suck.
Stop it.
I'm
right. I'm right. I'm right. I'm right. I'm Jeffrey Wilson.
I already know that. I already talked
I
about
know.
it. This is what we're arguing about. This
I
is what
am
you...
right. Argument over?
Well, you
I'm
know,
right.
but this is the whole...
In the name of Jesus, I am right.
You. No. Jesus was a traitor.
Jew was attacking. Okay. Jesus was a traitor. I'm talking to myself right now, thinking about myself. And I say to myself, do all my studies in the Torah and Talmud personal relationships with God through my rabbinical studies, I'm thinking, if that won't happen, then why should I continue my studies in becoming a rabbit? Rabbi.
Thank you. That's good.